The official launch of the Riddet Institute's report, A Call to Arms in Wellington last week, drew agri-leaders from throughout the country. It urged action so that agriculture can meet the government's economic growth agenda targets of trebling the real value of exports to $58 billion by 2025 from around $20 billion today. But the Riddet Institute is adamant that its paper, A Call to Arms, won't end up just sitting on people's shelves. They want it to become the roadmap to help New Zealand agriculture get the best bang for its buck. It would do this by doubling R&D investment, establishing stronger industry and government leadership, and gleaning more from the value chain.
Is that when we look at the numbers, what leaves New Zealand has a value of 25 billion. Yeah. When it's bought by consumers overseas, it's got a value of somewhere between 140 and 160 billion. Where's the difference going between that 25 billion and the 140 billion? And why can't we get some more of that?
And cooperation among Kiwi companies, as opposed to throat slitting, would also be key.
Band together, the smaller companies band together and get some scale in freight so that the freight per unit cost is gone down. Probably the biggest benefits are going to come if we can get some of our companies going into the country and doing the work there. Govt is a fantastic example. It's built its own shops in the market. And so it is capturing the value right from New Zealand right through to the customer actually buying it.
And some industry leaders were impressed.
Look, I think it's a good start, and using words like coordination, cooperation, as opposed to competition, I think is a really good start.
But not everybody at the report's launch believes that agriculture can pull the rabbit out of the hat and treble returns within 12 years.
I just think the goals are set there, which are tremendous goals, but I don't see the pathway to achieving those goals. Enormous growth in agricultural land-based exports are talked about by a huge factor, and all the investment we need in processing. Now, an investment in R&D. I think they're bold goals, interesting goals, but I want to see more of the pathway, how that's going to happen.
Indeed, the government's economic growth agenda was the same one which said we would match Australia's GDP by 2025. But with that gap continuing to widen, the government doesn't like to talk about that target anymore. Business commentator Rod Oram described the government's goals as incredible, as opposed to credible, and said for the dairy industry to treble its contribution would need 4.4 million more cows. Even Primary Industries Minister David Carter admits it's a huge hill to climb.
If we intend to lift our exports to 40% of GDP, that is a big challenge.
Benedict Collins, Country 99 TV News.